Hey everyone, it's Shannon Gomez, the creator of Rebel Deck. And I know last week was a tough reading. It was the kind of calling out the mamas reading, kind of a pre-Mother's Day reading to kind of just deal with this shit that comes up for mothers and people who are mothering and people who are nurturing. And, we got through it. The feedback I got was good in that people understood. They didn't really love it, in that it didn't kind of fit into some of the other readings that they were used to getting, but they went with it. And at the end of it, they realized that, these are some things that we have to deal with as caregivers. And, it was that tough love kind of thing that sometimes even, of course these Rebel Deck readings are always that way, but, whenever it's kind of directed at a group of people, it can be triggering. And I understand that. And I was triggered too. And I just kind of took some deep breaths and kind of worked through it too. So this reading, on the other hand, is going to be a reading that people can come to, mothers, people who are mothering or who are nurturing people, and they can kind of get that verbal hug that sometimes we need. So I did pick these cards out in the spirit of this reading. Normally I draw the cards and I allow the reading to develop as it is, but because of the opposition to last week's reading, I wanted to make sure that there was also a place to come whenever you're just feeling like the shittiest mom in the world, and a place to come where, you just feel like there is nothing that you can do and you're kind of done. And this reading will always be here for you in case you need it. Okay. And you can kind of hear my daughter in and out of the background. My older kids are not here, so they don't, the real and raw language. Although, everyone can parent how they parent. The older ones, I prefer to not be in earshot. My little ones in and out. I would not get anything done if I waited for her to always fall asleep. So you might hear her kind of like, jabbing a little bit in the background. Okay. So I love this 4-figure configuration, and I also kind of like this as the anchor. And the left side is the feminine side, so I'm going to kind of leave this card here as the anchor for the reading. Okay, so mamas, mothering, people who identify as mothers, stepmoms, bonus moms, grandmothers, whatever feminine caregiving energy, this is for you. Come here. Get your tank filled up. This is for you. You're talented and fucking amazing. The world needs your power. Use your voice. Just don't use it for dumb shit. So of course, Rebel Deck is still going to kind of bring some of the heat. But this is reminding you that you are talented and fucking amazing. You have so many things that you bring to the people around you and to the people that you take care of. And they want to hear your voice, even though a lot of times maybe they say, here you go again, they don't want to hear that again, or you don't know what you're talking about. This card is saying, no, they do need to hear what you have to say. They do need your wisdom. Just don't use it for, passive aggressive things. Don't use it for, I told you so type shit, just because it really doesn't help your message in any way. So that's kind of a reminder to, when you're using your voice, use it for purpose. Use it in response, not in reaction. Don't use it for dumb shit. And then the people that really you care about and that care about you will hear you, okay? Shame, regret, and guilt, those are just bullshit. We have enough people, and that's what I was afraid of last reading, that people were going to think, oh my gosh, she's trying to shame me, she's trying to guilt me and make me feel worse. And, I didn't hear that from people, not those words. And so I'm glad that did not come across. But shame, regret, and guilt, those are just bullshit. We have enough of that other people put on us. We do not need to put that on ourselves. And guilt and just regret, like if there's something that you regret, breathe through it, forgive yourself, and make a different choice next time. If you feel guilty, use that information as making another choice next time. Shame, really not a very useful emotion, other than it brings awareness to a place that needs healing, okay? So in order to kind of transform those emotions, work on forgiveness, practice forgiveness. You know, it's not just a one-time thing, and let that shit go. And while you're at it, don't believe every shitty thought that you have. As mothers, as caregivers, we think, you know, oh my gosh, I just can't do anything right. I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm dowdy, I'm, you know, not making the right choices for my kids or my family. I should be working more, I should be working less, I should be making more money, I should not be spending as much money. I mean, all these things that will just eat us up like acid. And this card is saying, you know, those thoughts are just sneaky lying bastards. So don't let the thoughts of shame and regret and guilt get into your psyche and eat you up. Okay, remember that you're talented and you're fucking amazing. And thoughts are just things that, you know, you bring your awareness to, and then you just watch them float right by. Thanks for coming. Fuck off now. Okay. That project, that person, that idea is waiting. Get after this shit. The world has your back. So, mothers, there is so much that you have to offer. Yes, mothering is extremely rewarding and fulfilling. And a lot of times there are things that, you know, other things that you want to do. There are projects, there are people you want to spend time with, there are ideas that you want to develop. And we put those in the back burner and we don't address those. And this card is saying that, you know, get after it. You know, the world needs you as a mother force, but also needs you as a creative force, needs you as an innovator. You know, we see problems all day long with what's going on, and we solve problems all day long. So what's to say that we can't continue to use that energy in some other way, okay? So, you know, remember you're talented and fucking amazing, and, you know, you should get after that, because the world, you know, whatever forces that you believe in are rooting for you, okay? And you're loved. Oh, I love this card. You're here for a reason. Don't fuck it up. I hear so many mothers who kind of, after a really hard day, will just say, you know, I don't know what I'm doing, you know, and I'm failing. I'm failing my children, my husband. I'm failing a lot of people. And I kind of want to give up. And this card is saying that you are here for a reason. You're here for yourself. You're here for your children. You're here for your family. You're here for extended family, friends, you know, people who really care about you and love you. So, you know, don't fuck it up by believing the thoughts that tell you you're a piece of shit. Don't fuck it up by thinking that you're not talented and amazing. Don't fuck it up by, you know, focusing on shame, regret, and guilt, instead of, you know, practicing your forgiveness, instead of, you know, realizing that these thoughts are bastards. And, you know, realize that you have a lot of support and you have a lot of people who love you. Even if it doesn't feel like it at the time, all you can do is the best that you can do. And if you need support, you need therapy, you need to work out, you need a nap, honor yourself enough to get those things, and know that you have tons and tons and tons of strength to get you through whatever you need to get through. So I hope that you found this reading, you know, as a sovereign place to come when I'm getting my daughter her damn carrot. She coming in. I hope this reading provides a place of strong comfort for you whenever you feel like the shit's just hitting the fan. And you know, I'm going to leave this video up on YouTube for whenever you need it. If you want to share it with other people that you feel need it, even if they're, you know, going through a crappy time, doesn't matter. You know, these readings come through for anyone and everyone who needs it at that time. So thank you so much, you guys. I know this was a little bit off what I normally do. I normally keep it super quick and punchy, but I felt like it was needed during this energy right now. So thank you so much for coming. If you dig this vibe, subscribe. Thank you so much for your support, you guys. See you soon. Bye-bye.